Welcome to the show. We're gonna get started right about now. All right. Hey, everyone gets to watch me mess up the intros. That'll be nice. You can watch it live. That's great. Because we're recording this to be released on iTunes and such. So here we go. I know that watching live is distracting. All right. What's up, everybody? This is LDSG Ghost, and I'm your host for the LDSGamers podcast. This is episode 16. This is a special podcast tonight. We're actually streaming live to Twitch tonight, which is a first ever. I want to give a big shout out to Martin Luther Bling for getting us all patched together.
Yeah,
and he's waving right now.
Moser, big props to him. He designed the overlays we'll be using.
Yes.
In this stream. So.
Oh,
that's real loud.
CJ, that was loud.
Yeah, turn that down.
Gosh darn it, CJ, and your Twitch Prime sub. Come on, man.
I have no idea how to adjust that. Okay.
It's all good.
Hold on. I'll work on that.
Don't tell me to hold on. I have nothing to hold
Shut
on
up.
to.
Just intro.
I have a cup.
Hold the poop.
Hold the poop.
There's a poop on your
So,
Did you know that?
on the mics, we're going to keep going. On the mic, we have Martin Luther Bling. That's right,
I muted because I was working on some stuff. Hey, guys.
My bad.
This is going super.
I'm
Dr.
here.
Tech
It's a
MD.
podcast.
Hey, guys.
It's a podcast. Dr. Tech MD is here.
That's me.
And Vader Van Oden.
Hoi hoi.
Hoi hoi. Hoi hoi. All the way from New Zealand. Glad you're on. It's tomorrow for you.
Yes,
welcome to the past. Sorry we had to drag you down with us.
It's alright.
But welcome. So, we're going to have a little bit of an interesting dynamic tonight for those of you listening at home after this podcast has already aired. Because we're going to be responding to some people on Twitch as they comment. So that should add an interesting dynamic tonight. We've already got, who do we have in the, we've got Matt Bana. Oh, it's Matt Bana. Matt Bana from work. It's a buddy from work. What's up, Matt? LDSGA team is here. Mandolin, Genome Pops. CJ, of course, is here. He's scaring everybody. And Orangello is also here. What's up, guys? Oh, and Tiguan. What's up, Tiguan? All right. So let's get down to what we've been doing lately. I've been doing a little bit of Rocket League. That's been about it because we have a tournament, an LDSG tournament coming up, and we've got to be ready for that. So that's what I've been playing. That's about it, though. I haven't been doing much else. It hasn't been a long time since our last podcast. But it took me like forever to update or to get the other one up on the feed.
You finally got it working?
Sorry about that. Yeah, finally got it working. So
Nice.
Bling, what have you been up to, man, in the gaming world?
Oh, you know the huge. A little Rocket League, a little FIFA. FIFA's got a new event going on right now, so I've been grinding the FIFAs to get those FIFA cards. More Sea of Thieves, Vader's favorite game. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun. Remember, Vader, do you remember when we played video games because they were fun?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And it stopped when Sea of Thieves came out.
Oh gosh. Hater. Hater.
I also have been playing this scary game. I started playing it the other night. My wife likes scary movies and scary games, so we picked up this game on sale called Little Nightmares. I don't know if you guys have played that at all.
I have heard of it. Yeah.
I know about it. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a game. It's kind of similar to Limbo a little bit. It's a puzzle platformer, and you play as this little girl ? And you kind of wander around, and you're in all these different creepy places. And thanks for the sub, Matt Bana.
Yeah, thanks for the sub, man.
That's still really loud. I thought I fixed it, but it's still loud.
It's all right. You're forgiven.
But yeah, so you wander around these different creepy environments. I think they modeled most of the places to be things that you were scared of as a child. And so
Joke's on them. I wasn't scared of
like,
anything as a child except
there's
lighting
like
the bed.
creepy monsters and stuff.
I was scared of dark churches when they turn the lights off in church when we're cleaning it. I was always scared.
But yeah, so we. I don't
It's
know
totally
that there's
fine.
any
Totally
church
Totally
church
fine.
cleaning in here, but
That's so Mormon.
I don't know.
dude.
I only
That's
got
really-
through like 1.5 levels, and I just had to stop because it was.
Really?
It's
Is
not.
that,
It's not like a
traumatizing,
super.
huh?
It's not a super scary game, but it definitely
Yeah.
ticks the creepy
It's pretty dark.
checkbox.
Kind of like a
Yeah.
creepy
Dark, huh?
Little Big Planet, basically.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Because the adults are trying to like eat you. It's not they're just trying to keep you prisoner. They're trying to actually eat you.
Yeah.
Like, they milk the kids for food. So it's pretty dark.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't.
Terminator's bad.
I definitely wouldn't recommend playing this with your little kiddos, but it's not like gory or gruesome. I've died lots of times, but I haven't seen any blood yet. So I think in terms of that, it's okay. But yeah, we had fun with it. My wife enjoyed it more than me because she likes scary stuff. But it's not like Resident Evil or whatever. It's not
Well,
a
that's good.
true horror game.
Yeah.
in
Hack
that
and
sense.
slash. Yeah.
Yep.
The Mormonator just popped into the chat on Twitch and says he just got back from his mission and he asked, didn't the old logo have a griffin on it?
Is
Yes.
that true? Wow.
Yes, it did. The
That
old
was
logo did
before
have a
me.
griffin on it. Yeah. And
means we're getting old.
yeah,
Justin,
we're,
because we're getting
we're aging out, I think.
Someone's
So, thanks.
been and gone on a mission.
Yeah. Thanks for the follow, Matt. But yeah, so now we have a Phoenix, and we actually are just in the process of changing it right now. It'll still be a Phoenix. It'll actually be very similar to what you see up there on the upper left part of the screen. Thanks for the sub, Fish. Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. Bling, is that all you've been playing is creepy games?
Yeah, I mean, and then the usual suspects.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's the only new thing I've played since our last podcast.
Nice. Dr. Tech, what have you been up to, man? A little bit of PUBG, what?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite, a lot of Overwatch, and a lot of PUBG, basically. We got quite the squad a couple nights ago. We were doing an event where we had 10 people. We had 10 LDSGamers all together in a special event for PUBG, and it was pretty fun. We basically
Nice.
just all land in one little area and respawn like it's like Counter-Strike or Quake. And yeah, we were going to town. That's pretty fun.
Nice.
Never played with that many LDSGers at once.
It gets fun
Cool.
when you get a bunch of them in there. It's a good time. It's a good time for sure.
But yeah, I've mostly been playing Fortnite and Overwatch on top of that. Just kind of chilling. Usually if someone's online, I'll play with them, so hit me up. Definitely play Fortnite with you, or Overwatch, or both at the same time. I could do that.
That's
While I'm
pretty,
on my
that's pretty
phone,
massive.
and then because
Oh, gosh.
Fortnite, PUBG came out for the phone, so
That's right.
it'll work. Not really,
Awesome. Vader, how is life tomorrow, man?
It's alright. The world
For
still
those-
exists.
The world
that's
still
a good
exists
thing.
tomorrow. For those of you just hopping in, Vader Van Oden is in New Zealand,
Yeah.
coming at us live.
All the way
Right.
from little old New Zealand.
Yeah. And you said you rushed home from work,
Yeah.
so we appreciate you doing that. It is late here. It is bedtime. It's past my bedtime.
Well,
So thanks for jumping
I
on.
finished
man.
work early because I start early. So it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, or just before 4.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I finish at 3.
100 bits from
Yeah.
Tiguan.
Hey, Tiguan, thanks. Appreciate it.
Don't-
So what have you been
Don't even
playing?
What does
Bits?
bits mean?
Bits are like a little currency that translates into actual money for LDS gamers.
Mhm.
Thanks for the follow, Sinister Bog.
Yeah, each
Yeah,
bit is a
Appreciate
penny,
it.
so
Each bit is a penny? It's like a
each bit
ghost
is a
bug.
penny.
But we'll get there. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Ghost
Making your
bug.
own currency.
Yeah.
I am from Wellington.
Wellington.
I just got asked. I saw it in the chat. I'm from Wellington.
Nice.
So middle of the country, south of the North Island.
Ah,
I know
nice.
you.
Llama.
Well, I may know them because New Zealand's. There's only 3 of us.
There's
here in
like
New
7
Zealand.
people
So
there.
only 3 members.
Yeah.
You
You
guys have
never
a
know
temple,
though.
don't
It does
you?
happen. But yeah, what I've been playing. you guys have to tell me what I've talked about on here. I can't remember.
Moss? You played Moss. You talked about Moss last time.
You played a lot of Sea
Okay.
of Thieves, right? And loved it.
Yeah, and you've been
man,
constantly
game is
playing Sea of
so-
Thieves.
Constantly telling
Well,
us a little bit about it.
I joked earlier about how that stopped fun for games, and it may be actually true because I don't think I've played a new game since that.
Oh gosh,
but
it ruined
I-
gaming for you. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I think it might have. I don't think I've talked about Hellblade on here.
Oh, I've played a
And
little
it's-
bit of that.
That's a really good game, so I thought I'd bring that up. I probably have talked about it, to be honest, because I like raving about Hellblade. What else have we been playing? Fortnite with my son. We've been doing duo, which is fun. And
Nice.
killing some peoples and winning. I'm getting pretty good at getting some kills each round, which is nice because it sucks not getting kills.
Nice.
What else? Some Dragon Ball Fighter Z, some Brawlhalla on the console.
Brawlhalla. I like how you said that. That's
Bro,
nice.
holla. Holla,
That's what
bro.
they need to holla.
Holla at me.
Brawlhalla.
Hey, there's a question for you in the chat there, Vader. How
I
many?
can't talk and read.
I know it's hard. This is weird. I want everyone to please be patient with us tonight because this is totally new. Keeping up with chat,
Yeah,
recording a
we're trying to-
podcast,
We're trying to figure
updating stuff.
I'm-
We're
I
gonna
barely
do
can
it. though.
podcast, let alone read and podcast.
I can barely talk.
So, fun fact, I try not to brag about it, but I was actually on
No,
worked on Lord of the Rings.
You talk about it at every opportunity you can. Sorry, go ahead.
But people like hearing about it, so I figured I'd share it.
We do.
So yeah, the
We do.
Mormonator, I worked on Lord of the Rings back in the day when I was a whippersnapper of like 16 years old. Yeah, so everyone's a big fan of Lord of the Rings. Not many people don't like it.
And you were an orc, correct?
Yes, and a
Very nice.
Gondorian civilian.
Ah, you look like a
Once.
Gondorian civilian. You got that look
couldn't be a
about
soldier,
you.
I was too short. But yeah, I was an orc most of it. I worked on all 3 movies, and it was a lot of fun.
Are you gonna work on the new series they got going from Amazon Prime? You
No.
hear about that? Peter Jackson.
Yeah, I know about it, but
helped
I don't
produce
know
it
where it's
too.
going to be filmed, to be honest.
Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia.
They film
Yeah.
everything in Georgia these days.
Yeah, they do. Most
Well,
of the
they
Marvel
actually-
movies are filmed there too.
The Lord of the Rings was, obviously filmed here down in Wellington, where the studios is not far from where I live. Yes, I'm your new favorite person.
Hey, there you go. You got one.
Yes. Shut up.
I'm just kidding. We love
That's
you, man.
way more
We
than
love
I
you.
got.
That's true. No one likes Bling. No one likes
I
Bling.
try.
But anyway, what I was saying is, when Lord of the Rings was filmed here, they had all the crew had T-shirts, which said Mexicans with cell phones, because the crew were paid way less here in New Zealand than they were in the States. But
Really?
everyone had cell phones, whereas apparently in Mexico back then, they pay people crap all money, and then they don't have cell phones. So that was the joke.
Ah.
They referred to all the crew as Mexicans with cell phones.
Oh,
I guess that's kind of
gosh.
racist.
That's a little
back.
racist. We're gonna keep
I
on
didn't do it.
stepping on through.
Let's
It's
just
fast
move
enough.
on from that.
So, Orangello
Thanks.
says Bling betrays trust, and he does. Let's talk about that real quick. Reddit had a
Did we
social
not bring
experiment.
that? Did we not talk about that last time?
No, we didn't, man, and it needs to be talked about
Let-
because
let's
it's
just
important
move
to
on.
me. No, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it now. Reddit had a social experiment where you made a circle of trust, Bling, a circle of trust,
Yeah.
and you invited people. You gave them a passcode to go in. They'd enter the passcode into your circle of trust. They had a choice to make. 2 choices. Two things they could do. They could either join the circle of trust and be awesome,
Right.
or they could betray it and be a jerk. And Bling decided to not be nice and to be a jerk. And my circle of trust was broken after about 4 seconds.
I'm
So-
pretty sure I set a world record for how fast you can betray.
Being the worst
I
friend.
saw
Yeah,
the
you
I
did.
saw the link. You posted it. You didn't explain what it was at all.
It's a circle of trust. You don't need to explain that.
I click on the link.
Betray or join.
I click on the link. I see there are 2 buttons. I read the first button. It says betray, and I click it immediately. I don't even know what.
Why is
I-
that a first reaction?
I don't even know what the second button said. I just immediately decided I needed to betray.
Yeah. Well, you're a jerk.
I wish I had recorded it, but I missed
I
that
have
opportunity.
no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about either.
That's right. We're gonna move on. LDSG community update. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Well, you need some sort of music there still. I said that last time. So let's see what the community's been up to on Discord, because that's where all the magic happens. That's where everything is going on. 2,561 members now in Discord. We just keep creeping on up there. We're gonna break 3,000 in a couple months or so, maybe 3. We'll see. Let's talk a little bit about the LDSGamers store. For those of you who are not on Discord, we are having to get a new logo because trying to do a billion things at once here. Because our current logo, the wings were. Let's see if I have something. Don't. Oh yeah, I do.
Can you show
Like
something?
copyrighted or
Yes.
something.
Show and tell. Here we go.
I got
So-
a sticker.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, and your poster too. The wings that are like curved up like that. Oh, you can't see that. What am I doing? Oh yeah, you can kind of see that. Oh, there you go. Anyway, they're curved up like that. I guess we kind of took that from somewhere else on the
It's not
internet.
really
Everything else on
focusing.
there. Yeah, it's not. Everything else
Yeah,
on there we
okay.
designed ourselves, but the right and left wings were very similar to something else that were out there. So we lopped those off poor Icarus's body, and we gave him new wings thanks to the help of MechWD or McCude and LDSG Paradox. So
Does that name
Um,
still stick? McCude.
yeah, you started that, and it's sticking around, man. So thanks for that.
That's what
Um,
it is.
That's what it is now.
There you
So yeah, so we have a new logo, and with that, we have to throw it on some new swag. Actually, now that we're live,
go. Still waiting for my controller.
Oh.
your controller's right here, man. If you want to talk about that, it's right here. It's right there. And I'm gonna have to pay like $50 to ship it to you, so that's why it's still sitting. All right, so we've got Xbox One controller stands right there.
Those are so sick.
Yeah, they're
All my ghost bucks are going to those.
all your ghost bugs.
What's wrong with them? Do we need
What's
Dr.
wrong with
Tick to fix them?
Yeah, great TV. Sorry.
Those things are sweet.
Yeah, so those are 3D printed. I've got currently I have 3 3D printers down here, but not all of them are going. But yeah, those will be on the store coming up soon. We went ahead and threw our old LDS Gamer swag on the store at a very discounted rate, and we're calling it the vintage logo. It's not the wrong logo. It's not a bad logo or illegal logo. It's just our old logo. So it's also our current logo right now until we update and get that situated. But so if you want to jump on the LDS Gamers store, it's ldsgamers.com. Click shop. You can pick up some extremely discounted decals and stickers that we're trying to get rid of because we have to buy that stuff in bulk. So pretty much just breaking even, maybe losing a little bit of money trying to get rid of that stuff so that we can get some new stuff in with the new logo. That's that. Yeah, you can use Ghost Bucks now. People have been asking forever what Ghost Bucks were and how to use them and what they were going to be used for. But Ghost Bucks have been given out on the Discord server for the last, oh gosh, when did I give the first Ghost Buck out? A couple years ago, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, people can get Ghost Bucks for doing certain things, being awesome, contributing positively to the community, going to some of the events, being active on the chat, stuff like that. You can use Ghost Bucks now in the store for a discount on things. 1 Ghost Buck, I think we have set to like 1 cent. So if you have 100 Ghost Bucks, you get $1 off your order in the store. It's not just the store though. You'll also be able to use Ghost Bucks on Steam keys in the future, coming soon. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Steam keys coming up. We'll also have other ways of using your Ghost Bucks up. We've also been talking about being able to buy roles and titles on the Discord server with your Ghost Bucks.
I
So
call
you
pay
may
to
not-
win. I call pay to win.
Pay to win, yeah. So you may not want to throw them all at the store. Totally fine. Save
Talk
them.
about microtransactions.
Yeah, we're gonna turn LDSG into just a microtransactions
It's the one
factory.
big
Have
micro-
we
Where
been
you-
bought by EA?
Yeah, right. No, LDS or Ghost Bucks don't cost anything. They're given freely.
The
But anyway, so that's that. And let's go ahead and jump on to game releases, shall we?
does this stream count as an event? We have Llama Sire asking if Ghostbucks count for being on the stream.
Ah, maybe.
I
Maybe.
think in future streams, there may be giveaways.
Yeah,
Just
we're
throwing that out
we're trying to work on the legality of involving Ghostbucks in our community because we don't want to do anything weird or shady. So
I want to
We'll
get
get
it
there.
as one of the top 10 like cryptocurrencies out there.
it's going to be bigger than
I'll get-
Bitcoin.
I'm
I'll
gonna
get
start
yours, I
mining
know.
for ghost bucks.
It is not on the blockchain. I am sorry. Anyway, so this kind of yeah.
So game releases.
Game releases. What's up,
Um,
game releases? How you been?
So the only one I saw out there that I had any interest in, and
Go Steelers.
it was certainly passing interest, but there's Nintendo Labo coming out, and I don't have a Switch, but some of you people who do, can you tell us a little bit what that Labo or whatever?
I think it's
Sure.
Labo.
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 I
LaBeouf?
have no idea.
Is it
It's short
LaBeouf?
for laboratory.
Switch LaBeouf.
Lab.
Nintendo
So-
LaBeouf. Tell us
I'm
about
Vader, you
wanna talk about it?
Labo.
Do you know much
I can
about it?
talk about it. Me, yes, I do.
It comes
Okay, go
out.
for it.
It comes out next week.
Friday.
This week? It's
Yeah,
this
we
week.
get it sooner because we're better.
Oh yeah, you're from the future.
Oh,
It's true though.
or just
Maybe.
Oh no, it totally is. It totally is Friday. April 20th is this week. Time is just
Yes.
moving faster.
Yes, it's almost Christmas. But I'll be getting one or two of these this Friday. I don't know if I can afford both, so it may just be one of the packs. It is cardboard. You are literally buying cardboard for your Nintendo Switch.
When you
And
say it
couldn't
like
be
that, it
cooler.
makes me not want it.
Yeah.
It couldn't be cooler though. It couldn't be cooler because it teaches programming, and I don't know if you know, underneath the built-in games that come with the Labo, you can actually program your own things. It has like a drag and drop system where you can give commands and do
Oh, that's
and
cool.
or like basic programming, like
Like Scratch.
this if this happens, or
Yeah.
this or that kind of commands. And it's just gonna be great to play with the kids. I want the Roblox. I want to smash buildings.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. It's an $80 kit. You become a robot. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a backpack with a bunch of little strings that kind of.
That seems like expensive cardboard.
It's the
It's
most
the quality
expensive
cardboard.
cardboard I've ever heard of.
It obviously has software with it, so it's like a video game, and so you're buying
Yeah.
a video game that has physical accessories as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
I mean, you
Uh,
put this in the hands of a child. I mean, it's gonna have syrup and milk and everything gross all over it in like a second. At least my kids, they would
Yeah,
destroy
I was gonna
this.
say. I don't know. It's looking pretty good. I think buying replacement cardboard's not going to be too expensive. I reckon we should stop recording right now and start a business making plastic versions of all these sets that fold up the same way.
Hey, I like it.
So, yeah.
I'll be right
Or
over.
3D printed.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's very clever. It's very Nintendo, and
Yeah,
I just
Very
think it's
outside the
cool that-
box.
Yeah,
Ah,
you
I
can
get
teach
it.
Kids programming. Yes, we got it. We tried to ignore it.
Thank
but
you.
brought it to our attention. Ever so clearly. But yeah, there's the variety pack, which has like 5 base things. You have a fishing rod, so you can play fishing, so the screen like you put inside like a dock, and then you actually use the motion controls to fish. You have a little house game. There is like a little bug that rides around using the vibration of the Joy-Cons.
Which looks strangely like a hex bug. You guys heard
Yeah,
about
I
those?
guess- yeah.
Am I
know
just
what you mean.
shouting
Yeah,
out into
yeah,
the
I've
ether?
Yep.
Anyway,
There's also a piano. It's like I think like 12 keys big, and you can plug in the Joy-Cons, which signifies changes into how the audio plays out. So it's usually just normal keys, like a normal piano, but you do certain things, and it will switch to. I gotta forget that I'm on camera. I can't keep forgetting.
it's like
and yeah,
shouting with your eyes closed. That's what you look like.
Well, that's what I was doing because that's how I think on podcast.
You're going to your mind palace.
Mind
exactly.
palace.
My Labo palace is all made
Yeah.
of cardboard.
Labo.
the piano, you can change it so the audio changes to like being cats, so it's meowing cats in tune, or you can have little choir people playing, so you got people going singing instead of just playing a piano. So there's a lot to it. The infrared camera works, and so you can actually program that little bug you saw to see things and react when it sees things.
Can you make it jump on somebody's face?
No.
No. Face hugger.
Face hugger. Matt Bana says, if you want expensive cardboard, just play Magic the Gathering.
So true.
Very, very nice.
Yeah,
Very
but
nice.
I'm pretty excited about this. I'm trying to decide which one, the robot or the variety pack.
Robot.
Yeah.
Robot.
Robot's a little bit more expensive.
Variety pack. Did I win?
Yeah, but I don't like pianos. I don't like
So don't
music.
get
Can't
it.
win with you. Just don't get it,
If
man.
you don't
Just-
like
want a
either of
cardboard.
them, don't buy either of them.
I do like them though. I'm just telling you. Like the fishing looks fun. And it's more just experience with the kids. Like it's not just the screen. Like you can sit down and build them with the kids. It's like it took a couple hours of building the accessories.
Yeah.
So Labo's great, is what I'm trying to say.
I think I still
Nice.
have one of those like fishing Wii remote controller holders or whatever.
Yep,
It's
it's like
just the
that.
next iteration
guess.
of that or something.
I think for me, it was, because we knew something big was going to be announced. We didn't know what it was, but we just knew it was going to be Nintendo, very Nintendo. And then when this came out, there was a lot of mixed reactions, I think. It was like, yeah, okay. But now that it's, it's coming out, I think more people are getting excited. So hopefully it takes off for them.
The funny thing is that people, like, the reaction to it was quite amusing because they clearly said this is like, for kids. And I'm like, no, it's for me too. But then people were like, but I want something, and just complained. Like, but it's like, yeah, not everything has to be for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. You can't please everyone.
But yeah, it's funny how angry some people got about it. But I'm pretty excited. Like what's playing now on screen, which we are a few seconds behind because I'm seeing it on the stream, is the house. And I love how there's interactiveness with the things by plugging the controllers into
there's
different parts of the
portals.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you change the gameplay. So it's very simple gameplay, but it's something that a young kid would be able to play
Mhm.
and enjoy.
And destroy.
But it's cardboard, who cares?
It's true.
It's $80 cardboard.
No, it's not. The software is like $60 of that.
Cardboard battle bots. That's a good.
It's probably the game too. They're programming, so
Right.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, it opens up programming for you as well as a player, so you can play. Oh, I forgot the motorbike one is the best thing. It's pretty
motorbike,
much
man.
Oh,
Mario
that is pretty
Kart,
awesome.
but motorbikes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you can actually do this. When I've talked about this on a podcast before, I made the actions even though no one could see me, but now people can see me. You can actually draw a map with the Joy-Con, which has a little cardboard bike that you can put on and actually draw it around your room, and it will create a map based on the motion that you did.
What?
Huh.
That's kind of awesome.
That's
I'm
pretty
gonna be honest with you though. I would absolutely destroy that thing if I was playing like Mario Kart-esque games with it because I just get into it. If I had a piece of cardboard in my hands, yeah, that thing would just be gone.
I mean, sweaty.
Oh, there he
I
is.
like just
He's
being
doing the
sweaty
thing with
your
the
hands.
bike. Yeah, I mean, people break real controllers.
Can you
made out of
imagine a
hard
cardboard
plastic.
controller?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's coming up now. See how cool
Oh
is
yeah,
that?
yeah. Draw your own circuit. Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if you saw earlier in the video that's playing the demo video, you can actually scan items with
Yeah.
the infrared camera. So like I could do Goku's hair and have a hilly terrain with Goku's spiky hair by scanning it with the Joy-Con.
Bring back Hakumen.
Piano.
How cool is that? You could
That's pretty
do
cool.
the banana or the poop and have a poop mountain.
Hey, there we
It's
go. Poop
called
Mountain.
a buttermelon.
That's an idea I can get behind. Is Poop Mountain.
Buttermelon track.
So
Buttermelon
and
mountain.
here's the piano audio changing now, so people can hear that now with the funny people singing instead of the
Well,
little
I
piano
have
keys.
it muted, but you can
That's
find
fine.
this
Well,
video.
you can't, but the people, the important people listening and watching can. That's what. But no, that was great. I've talked way too long about it. But
No, that was
so-
good. Thank you.
No.
All right.
It's our only release, so you're okay.
Yeah, that was it. That's all we had to talk about. That's it, everyone.
What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
we're done
God of
here.
War's coming out this week. Are we allowed to talk about God of War?
We not talking about.
We do not talk about God of War.
We're not
Actually,
talking about God of War.
No, it's still M, isn't it?
I lost interest.
I think it's a pretty hard M.
Yeah.
People
It's a
can find out
13, yeah.
info about it if they're interested.
If
It's
you're
basically
curious, there's
it's,
Google.
It's
enough.
Dad of
and
War.
old enough primary children.
Dad of War. That's right. Dad of War, and it's like
I made
it's
that
the
joke.
dragon, how to raise a
It's like
dragon, how to-
Norse,
whatever.
How to raise a dragon.
Norse.
stuff.
I've got a son called Odin, man.
It's true. You do. I remember that.
That may hit a little too close to home for you.
No, yeah. Okay, I won't talk any more about it, but yeah.
All right.
What's trending in gaming? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What's trending in gaming? All right. What do we got? Cross-platform?
Yeah, dude, did you see Fortnite? You could.
I have seen Fortnite. I'm terrible at it.
So there's 4 people, right, on a squad. You can have one on mobile, one on Xbox, one on PS4, PC.
No.
Is
What?
that official?
Is that is that
They
official?
did
using
that
hacks?
against Sony's wishes, correct?
Well, how it works is the whole reason why Sony doesn't want the cross-platform thing is because they're lawyers.
Well, that's what they say.
I
don't buy it.
These platforms have social networks connected to them, right? So
Chaos.
Sure.
also, you're not technically supposed to have something that could do that if you're under 13, right? That's kind of just how it is. And so they're worried that if Xbox members play with PS4 members, they can't control they can't report on, they can't control any of the stuff that the Xbox member will be saying to the PS4 member. And so that's the main reason they're putting up a stink about it. But technically, it still works because if you're the PC, if you're the host, kind of like what Rocket League is, right?
Mm-hmm.
PC and the host, the people then can go in on the host, PC host, and you can do PS4, Xbox, and PC. I believe so. Chat, if I'm wrong, tell me. But
No, I think you're right. From what I heard, Sony
yeah,
was not okay with them doing it. I'm skeptical that those are the real reasons, because like Nintendo is historically way overprotective of kids, and they're totally fine with cross-platform. I think it has more to do with Sony's way ahead in the console race, and they know if they don't enable cross-platform, people are going to have to buy a PS4 to play with their friends.
I don't know how true that is anymore, but I haven't seen the numbers. But
I mean, Switch is catching up for sure, but
Oh yeah.
PS4 is still way ahead.
I'll boost my mic a bit. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to see this. Like, this is really just the dream, right? That
That's
anybody
awesome.
can, anybody has accessibility to a mobile device, right? So,
Yep.
hey, I'm, I can get a mobile device, but I can't get an Xbox or something like that. But I can still play with my friends. I mean,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
Although I gotta be honest, I would not want to play against PC players if I'm on mobile.
As a mobile, it's so true. But,
No
people
thanks.
are connecting their keyboards.
Yeah, or console for that matter. That's right. I mean, when you
Such
mix
an
those,
advantage
it's.
on keyboard and mouse.
I mean, Rocket League is about the only one I can think of where the cross play makes sense because there's really no advantage. I mean, because you use it, most people use a gamepad anyway, to play Rocket League on PC.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, if the matchmaking is good enough, theoretically, it shouldn't matter. If I'm playing against people that
Nightmat.
get similar stats on similar ranks, it shouldn't matter whether it's cross-platform or PC and console playing together. Like if I can get as many kills with the controller as somebody else with a keyboard and mouse, it doesn't matter. But if it's just like no matchmaking or getting thrown into a random match, I definitely don't want to get thrown in against PC players.
And they've had this issue before. Blizzard is kind of one of the big people that, especially with Overwatch, since Overwatch is on pretty much all platforms, they don't want Xbox players playing with PC players because, like I said, there's auto aim for Xbox and PS4 players.
True.
And it's because it needs to make up for the controller and how disaccurate it is from a mouse and keyboard.
Right.
But when it really comes down to it, I think it's going to be able to play keyboard over consoles and even mobile. Technically, you could do it.
Yeah.
Some people do it on Android and stuff like that. So I mean, if you're, but controller is kind of the the base factor here that it's basically what's limiting people and stuff like that. So I don't know. Also depends on the game. Like I said, Rocket League is just completely different. It's a completely different play style, and so
Right.
having a controller definitely is a lot better. But it's not going to be perfect, but I'd still like to have it rather than not.
Yeah. Maldor asks when we'll see Fortnite on Switch. Nintendo moves a little bit slower with their.
Yeah, that's very good.
What, are they even that interested?
I don't
I'm
know.
sure
I mean, I
they
didn't think
are.
I
I
didn't
think they
think
are. They
Rocket
wanna-
League was going to make it there. I didn't think Skyrim was going to make it there. I didn't. Those are very not. Those are surprises for me. So
I could see it coming out on Switch. Fortnite's their devs or developers
Look-
are one.
looks
it's
like-
cartoony enough for sure.
Looks like rumors are saying August, September-ish.
For Switch?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That's
Thank you, Google.
Rumors.
Google Bling.
Rumors.
Rumors.
I did not officially announce that.
Will it still
FYI.
be relevant then, though?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, if Skyrim's still relevant, I
It's
mean,
not. It's clearly.
It
not.
is
It's really not.
well,
I saw a funny
It's
video
still
with
fun to play.
that Doom hackers have proven Doom can be on any platform, and it was like on an ATM machine, and,
oh gosh, awesome.
and like on the
Awesome.
Apple Watch, they got people working on Apple Watch. It's just ridiculous on what screens they managed to get Doom on.
Awesome. Llama Sire wants us to talk about DDLC, but I'm going to resist the temptation to talk about Doki Doki Poo Poo Club, and we're going to move right on to PUBG Ransomware. Bop, bop, bop. PUBG Ransomware.
Hold on, I'm having some sound issues right now.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, we're just gonna run with it. So, so did you guys hear about this? The PUBG
Yes.
ransomware. So basically, there was a hack where ransomware is basically they lock up your files on your computer and make you do something to get access to your files. Usually it's like send this much money to this PayPal account or whatever to get access. But this one was play PUBG for an hour and you'll get access to your files back, which is the most ridiculous thing ever. I think it's pretty funny. It's still,
it's funny.
It's
I'd
not
rather-
good.
I'd rather knock my files back.
But as far as like hostile takeover of your PC, it's could be a lot worse. But yeah, you basically have to play PUBG to get access to your files. And from all accounts, people that this happened to, if they played PUBG, they got access to their files and there was no damage done. But it was an interesting story.
I think it was made by a mad PUBG player when everybody left for Fortnite.
No, it was made by a Fortnite player because they have nothing else better to do. I'm just kidding. I love Fortnite. Anyway, so yeah, this really, really pointless, harmless, but I mean, come on.
Well, if you don't have PUBG, you have to buy it for $30 and then play.
Yeah,
it,
that's
so
true. You'd have to make a
technically-
purchase.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
That's
if they were
powerful.
targeting people who already had the game or if it was everybody. But yep.
Has anyone like blamed the actual devs of PUBG as a way of trying to get more people coming back because they've just bled all their users since Fortnite's taken off?
It's
There's
true.
still a ton of people
Count
playing
I
PUBG.
haven't
Ton of
seen that
playing, but-
angle.
It's definitely hit at least I think 50% less people.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gone
it's
down.
taken a big hit.
Yeah, there was a poll that went around on Razer. Of course, Razer is mostly PC players. I think Fortnite hit it off biggest on console, but Razer, makers of keyboard, mouse, other peripherals, they did a let's settle this poll, and PUBG won like 65% of the vote. So just saying, I'm not biased at all, but
Maybe ransomware.
But that would also skew more toward like hardcore gamers,
hardcore.
which
PC
I
gamers.
think PUBG tends to more so, just because
right,
it's more
more technical.
the accuracy is more true to.
Mhm.
I think it's more
Well, what's
technical.
interesting with Steam
Bullet
is you can
drop
tell
and-
how many people
Right.
are actually playing the game with the Fortnite you can't because it's a proprietary system. So
Okay.
You're a proprietary system.
Can someone tell me if they've fixed the Xbox version?
There's no
I
hope
doubt
for
it.
that.
There's
There's
no
no
hope
hope for the
that.
Xbox version.
Doubt
I
it.
get so frustrated trying to play it on Xbox.
I think it would probably. Have you played on Xbox One X, Ghost?
I did.
Does
Yeah,
it
that's
run
why
any
that's where
better
I
on
played it.
that than regular
you mean
Xbox?
it
I heard
plays a
picking
little bit
up
better.
stuff is so slow and Fish was telling
Everything's
me
just really slow.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Llama
doesn't.
Sire has asked this question. I'm sorry about
Oh,
50
go ahead.
times. He's got a $20 Steam card and he wants to know what game he should get.
Rocket League.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say if you don't have Rocket League.
Dude, best $20 I ever spent was Rocket League.
Yeah, Rocket League is just it's
Best
the
$20
game
I
that
ever
keeps on
spent
giving.
twice.
What depends? What does he like?
If you're also into tabletop games, Tabletop Simulator is pretty good too. Play a
Yeah,
lot
we
of
actually
games
might
with that.
be trying to do some more tabletop simulator
Speaking
stuff.
of which, that interview last week was pretty sweet. I just listened to that this morning.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think we should get an LDSG tabletop game. That'd be pretty sweet with all
Like
the
make one?
LDSG memes.
Like-
yeah,
Like
we
like
can make it in.
Ghostopoly or
We
something.
can make it in
Ghostopoly.
tabletop simulator
Please
or
don't
something.
monopolize me.
That'd be so
Ghost
sweet.
Bucks are real.
we can do that. We've got enough creative minds in the community. We can make something.
We should do it.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. Billy Mitchell.
Billy
Let's talk
Mitchell.
about
Do you
Billy
guys know
Mitchell.
about this guy?
Good old
Billy Mitchell?
Billy Mitchell.
Yeah, I saw this.
Show a
Donkey Kong.
picture of good old Billy Mitchell.
All right, we'll pull him up on here. So this guy's Billy Mitchell. If you saw the documentary King of Kong, you saw this guy in there. So there was a different guy in King of Kong trying to set a world record in Donkey Kong. He was trying to beat this guy's high score, Billy Mitchell. And as he's doing it, Billy Mitchell mysteriously sets a new high score that's higher than the one he was trying to beat. Turns out he was cheating all along. All his high scores are fake. He also supposedly played a perfect game of Pac-Man. But this video I'm showing right now goes through like a lot of shady stuff that he did in his high score videos. Weren't really documented very well, and then the videos that there were, through analysis, they were able to determine he was using an emulator and wasn't actually playing on the arcade cabinet like he claimed he was. So they invalidated all his high scores, took him off all the leaderboards, and most people didn't like this guy even when they thought he was legit because he's super
Pretty much a
he's
jerk,
super full of
like-
himself, and yeah, nobody liked him.
Well, if
And,
you had beautiful locks like that, wouldn't you be full of yourself?
that's a good point. That's a good
See.
point.
You got to
Yeah.
think about it from different perspectives.
True. Yeah, I was being
Yeah,
unfair.
this guy's the challenger right here. He was trying to challenge him, and he wouldn't challenge him because he's like, "No, I'm on top. I don't need to challenge. I don't want to give you a chance to drop me down." It seems like he was cheating anyways. So
Yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
Billy Mitchell.
What was the
R.I.P.
Adam Sandler movie with the
Pixels?
real life?
Pixels. Yeah, looks just like the guy that cheats. I wonder if that's on purpose.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what's really funny. I wonder if
Peter-
he was
Peter
based on
Dinklage.
it. Yeah, Peter Dinklage. I wonder if
Yeah.
he was based on this guy.
We need Peter Dinklage because he looks just like Billy Mitchell.
Yeah.
Sure, that happened. Maybe.
Yeah.
Overwatch. Let's talk
Overwatch.
about Overwatch.
you guys want to talk about Overwatch? How many
Let's
Overwatch
do it.
players do we have in chat right now?
Talk about Overwatch.
None. I'm not
None.
one. I haven't touched that game in forever.
He was, Ghost was so gun ho. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna
I was so
I
pumped for
remember those days.
Overwatch.
It's like he's over Overwatch, like guys. Like
I got over Overwatch pretty quickly.
Dude, Overwatch is awesome, man. I love it. It's my favorite game ever. Love it. But yeah, there's a PvE event, Retribution. They did it's pretty fun that every year, basically on the dot, they have certain events. So last year was a PvE event where you're fighting hordes of robots. This year it's against the Talon organization, which is basically the enemy of the Overwatch team. And you play as all DPS and more, who's sort of a healer DPS, but you go to Talon. There's 4 levels of difficulty: the normal, hard, expert, and then legendary. Legendary is insane. Expert's still pretty hard. Hard is okay, and normal's normal. But We had a couple guys that already beat the legendary.
Gosh.
But
You'll-
it's just so fun being, playing PvE against, a game that normally is like pretty much all PvP. There's
Yeah.
no single player campaign mode. This is kind of their way of giving what a PvE experience could be for Overwatch. And I
yeah.
think it's a really good attempt, and everybody seems to like it. So,
Yeah. I played one of the events they had last year, and it was a lot of fun. I was just playing with randos, but I should play through it with some LDSGers. I've got Overwatch on Xbox and I haven't touched it in a while. So if you want to carry me, Tech, do you play on Xbox at all, or are you mostly PC?
I'm on, but I mostly play on PC. But I play on Xbox when people play. So just hit
Vader, have you tried Overwatch?
Yeah, I sold it.
Well, and that's that.
He's over it.
That's good night. Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like it's definitely a different type of game, and it definitely can feel old after a while. But Overwatch kind of works really well when it's with teammates that you know.
Yeah. I like that they're doing this kind of thing. They're putting out these free updates to bring people back into the game.
I wish they would just go free to play. I mean, even if it's like, hey, free to play till level 20 or something,
Yeah.
that'll at least let people to play, and instead of because even now that $60 for like the epic skins and stuff, but you can actually buy it for like, and I think it's still $60 for like Xbox and PS4, but
Yeah, well,
Blizzard
that's
never
part
really.
of my dislike is their business model. They charge you full price and then make bajillions of dollars off people wanting their skins because they
Yeah.
make them rare.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean at least it's all cosmetic.
it's all cosmetic. It has nothing to do.
I'm
with
fine with that.
Stuff, so.
I said before, that doesn't excuse them. They're greedy.
No nonsense.
At least they're releasing new content though. Other games
Yeah.
don't. So
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
With the Overwatch League that's been released too, it's like basically the NFL of video games at this point. I mean, it's huge. I think to buy a team, it's like $20 million to buy a space. And
Jeez.
It's
and
just
a
gonna
bunch
get
of
worse.
A bunch of NFL like owners actually have Overwatch teams as well.
Mhm.
And it's
Who else
just-
has a team? No, they might not have an Overwatch team, but Sean Duras, doesn't he? He's got a team somewhere. What game do they play?
Sounds familiar.
I don't know who that is.
Sean Duras is the LDS blogger dude, isn't he? Vlogger?
Oh, Sean Duras. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The Snapchat dude.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
Anyway.
Does he own a game?
He does. He owns a game team.
Buys top esport team, launches space station geek. That's what it's called.
Llama's friend won a Switch from Shonduras.
Oh, did he really? Nice.
He's a good
That's
guy,
cool.
dude. Like
He's a good guy.
a very good guy.
He ignored me on Twitter. So Sean Duras, if you're
you're
watching, because I know
listening.
you are, or listening, because I know you are, that hurt my feelings, man. You ignored me.
Titanfall 2 is selling for $6.
that's,
Titanfall 2?
that's way better than Overwatch.
Possibly.
Yeah. Only you can find an online match in Overwatch.
Yikes.
No, I'm talking about the story, like the actual campaign. That's what I play.
Well, there
Yeah.
there is one.
Titanfall campaigns are good.
Yeah, I think they-
Well, Titanfall 1 was a little weird. but
Titanfall 1 didn't really have a campaign. It was
it was
just
a,
online.
Yeah.
You had like a little video box in the top corner.
yeah.
Sean
It's like-
Duras' gaming team is a Smite team.
Oh, it's a Smite team?
Interesting.
Well. Steam Spy shut down. Let's talk about
Okay.
that.
So
Go for it.
Steam Spy is a third-party tool you can use to look at different games and see, how many active users there are in different games. A lot of media outlets would use it when talking about different games, like how nobody's playing Lawbreakers after it comes out and stuff like that. So what happened was Steam issued a privacy update, and now by default your Steam library is hidden, whereas by default it used to be public. So
Right.
there was, I'm guessing Steam Spy was just accessing the API and pulling, how many current users there are in certain games, how many people total owned certain games and whatnot. And now they're unable to access any of that info. I think protecting users' privacy was probably the main thing here, and I don't think they were trying actively to block Steam Spy, although I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't thrilled about Steam Spy. I think a lot of games lost traction when Steam Spy shows, hey, there's like nobody playing this game, and if you buy it, you won't be able to get into a match. Because I think there's a lot of great games out there that have trouble getting a following, and when it's really public that there aren't a lot of players, it makes it a challenge for them to get going. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was maybe a factor, although I think probably the user's privacy was the main thing.
Lawbreakers there was a lot of development went to Lawbreakers. The guy that owned it, or created it, he was a famous guy.
Cliffy B.
Yeah.
He's doing the new Battle Royale game.
Yeah, but they had to because PUBG ate their lunch. Like they spent millions of dollars trying to create this game that everybody would love, and it like tanked because it came out like 3 months after PUBG did, and so they were kind of ticked off.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah.
But the problem is that these publishers start giving all the money to developers, and they're saying make this game because it's successful. But it's by the time the game's actually developed, it's already lost traction with all this other game out. Like people just need to create games that are unique and interesting, not try and follow trends, because trends die and burn out pretty quick.
That's the hard thing about the AAA games, because they take so long by the time finished. Gamers are very fickle. They move on very fast.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be that developer that's on the backside of that trend, and they pour all this money into something and trends come and gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the gaming development world, developer world, it's very rough. It's all contract work, and it's very rough for them. There's talk about them unionizing because they're kind of sick of being shot from one game to another studio, and just because EA fires them all the time. And,
right.
It's pretty rough.
Publishers ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
It's true. They're concerned about one thing. All right, Rocket League tournament update. What's going on with that?
I mentioned this a little bit on the last podcast. It came out on the day we recorded our last podcast, so I hadn't had a chance to play it yet. But I've since had a chance to dive into the tournaments a little bit more. Yeah, we played one last night. So you can set up really any game mode as a tournament. We did a 4-on-4 tournament. We only had 2 people in the tournament, so we made it straight to the finals, which was pretty great.
Nice.
But yeah, so you can also do any mutators you want. You can set it to any maps you want. So if you want to do Rumble hoops with a hockey puck, you can do a tournament that's Rumble hoops with a hockey puck.
Oh, weird.
And I talked about it last time, but everyone hops in and it just automatically builds the bracket for you and puts you into the next game as soon as the matchups are ready. So it takes care of all that stuff for you. There have been a lot of issues with the update, though. Not specifically for tournaments, but just regular gameplay stuff has been broken with the tournament update. So ranks were totally broken right after the update, where after the game it would show everyone was your rank, and then it would show you as unranked, regardless of how many games you've played. So I'd finish a game, it would show everyone as Diamond 1 except for me, and I'm unranked. We've got a unicorn.
Don't worry about it, man. Just go with it.
Okay. They've since fixed that, sort of. So now everyone else's ranks are correct, but my rank still shows unranked. And then there's also a boost glitch where in replays, it just shows you're always boosting, whether you were or not. So you might not even be moving, and it shows you're boosting. And then sometimes in game, it shows you're boosting constantly, whether you are or not. So that got screwed up as well. So there's been some bugs. Mostly the game still works, but ranks don't always display correctly. But yeah, it's fun. We played some tournaments last night. I'm hoping they add an option for double elimination or a loser's bracket, so that we could use this in our actual LDSG tournament that we have upcoming. Otherwise, we'll probably need to do it through challenge again or something like that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to just jump into tournaments and see how far you can make it. Play some wacky modes.
Wacky pucks. I like it.
Yeah.
We got Pigeon Boy over here. Oh, I love it. I love it. Dark Souls on Switch. Let's just keep moving on.
Pigeon now. All right. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah,
Me
it's been
neither,
delayed.
man. Just go with it.
Dark Souls on the Switch has been delayed, unfortunately. I'm sad because it's Dave Klein. He's a good dude. This video that came up, I don't know what video you're going to choose.
I thought it was just the Switch Dark Souls trailer.
I followed him for a long time. He's a good dude. Does some cool videos, retrospectives of games, and he's a big Souls guy.
Oh, nice.
He's pretty good at it as well. This video is actually quite funny. That's really not a thing. But he's done a good job making it look like there's going to be motion controls.
Are there not?
No, not that I know of.
Interesting. So this is just a troll.
He's trying to praise the sun.
That's how we
This video's hilarious.
how we say a parody.
So this is not
Don't give up,
the real
skeleton.
Switch trailer. Okay.
No,
I want to see a
but it's a good
Labo that
video.
like every time you die, like it it shakes you or something.
Yeah. There we go,
gosh.
skeleton. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's been delayed. They're having trouble with development. For those who don't know, it's being remastered for all platforms, and then being released for the first time on the Switch. But it's a different developer for the Switch version, and obviously they're running into some issues. And I saw a funny comment or response to it from someone saying, "Blighttown 1, Switch 0."
Oh,
And
gosh.
I don't know if anyone knows Dark Souls, but I know Dark Souls well. But yeah, Blighttown's an area in the original Dark Souls that the frame rate dropped to about 8 frames to 10 frames per second.
Wow.
That's what I've heard.
And so, yeah, so I'm imagining that's what they're probably struggling on the Switch to get that working smoothly, is what the theory is. But who knows?
Very
I've seen
cool.
gameplay for it on the Switch, and it is working, but there must be some issue somewhere.
It's pretty
So
pretty interesting how this like spawned like a whole genre. Like you said, it's the Rocket League of Dark Souls or something.
Butchered it, man.
The Rocket
Butchered
League
it.
of
Yeah,
Dark
I messed it
Souls.
up. I did.
Rocket League,
No,
the
like,
Dark Souls
it's
of soccer.
everything,
Rocket
The Sea
League.
of
man.
Thieves
It's
of
like-
Dark Souls.
It's Sea of Thieves. Yeah, it's a genre. It's not a game. How did this happen?
It's
Japanese people.
well,
like,
no one has successfully actually recreated Dark Souls
it's true.
though.
It's true.
People have tried and they failed miserably, or somewhat successfully. Some of them, but not the same.
The
Not the same.
Fortnite of Dark Souls.
Dark Knight
Nice.
Dark Knight of Dark Souls.
Well, thanks so much, guys. We're gonna wrap this up. We've been going over an hour now. This was fun.
Dark Souls.
I think we needed to do this some more. This was
Can we talk
good.
about Dark Souls some more.
We can talk about Dark Souls some more. Hey, you still doing your podcast, Vader? The Dark
Which one?
Insight?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, you have the other one. Was it Kung Fu?
Yes. Crouching Tiger, Hidden
Crouching
Podcast.
Tiger Hidden Podcast. That's right.
It's the Dark Souls of Kung Fu podcast.
The Sea of Thieves of No Man's Sky. I love it.
And I've also added trying to do a weekly video cast with my son where we just talk about the video games we've been playing on our YouTube channel.
Nice.
It's fun. So it's just I interview him and chat to him about games. So yeah, 3 podcasts.
Wow,
And then
you're a
this.
busy man. And then this,
And
yeah,
then-
busy man.
And the normal gaming videos that we do.
That's right. That's right. You're a busy dude, man. Bling.
When you start
Perfect.
Greens, hey, Busy man.
I can add more stuff to my list of busyness, but I won't. I have them. I just won't bore you with them all.
Have you made any cakes recently?
Well, that's one of them. Yes.
That's one.
I also am a photographer, and I'm starting a side photography business.
Oh gosh, let's just keep going.
When we
Let's just
reach
keep going.
3,000 members, Vader, you should make a buttermelon candy corn cake.
Don't know what any of that means. Sure. I can do that.
Do it.
Because I also have a cake YouTube channel as well.
What? What is it?
I do it.
Cakes
What
by Charles.
Cakes by Charles?
Yes. Have I told you about my Japanese
pretty close?
garden as well?
Cakes
You have a
by
Japanese
Charles.
garden? That's pretty cool.
I'm working on a Japanese garden. Yeah. I've got my fish pond working, and I'm growing in the plants now.
Wow.
And I've just bought some macrocarpa, big chunk of wood.
Makra?
Macrocarpa. It's a really
Macra?
dense
Sounds like a
carpa.
Power Ranger enemy.
It could be. It's like a really heavy piece of wood, and so I'm
Nice.
going to make a nice bench with
Or-
no metal in it.
Cakes
Hey,
by
look, Cakes by
Charles.
Charles. Hope you chose a good one.
This is Super Saiyan Blue.
Oh yeah. So I do a whole bunch of different stuff. I just record myself doing butter icing cakes, which is one of the things I do.
Nice.
But I also have a few tutorials, and I want to do more, but just time.
Yeah.
Because
Very limited resource.
You're doing a lot of stuff, Vader.
You are, man.
You're a busy guy.
Don't burn out.
That's right.
That's,
But yeah,
that's
this
right.
is-
Now I want cake. Dang it.
Yeah.
Now I want cake.
Llama
Wow.
wants to know how much sugar is in that cake.
Over 9,000
better not
grams.
ask.
Over 9,000 grams. No,
Grams.
grams.
Grains of sugar.
Yeah, it could be over. I don't know. How many grains of sugar in a cup? I don't know.
A lot. I don't know.
Yes, there's lots of sugar.
It's over 9,000.
200?
But yeah, so most of my videos tend to be these speed videos where I just film it and then just.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I love it.
And yeah, then I also do a few tutorials, and yeah, I plan on doing more with my daughter because she really likes baking. So
Oh, cool.
this is
Cool.
not about me.
This
Oh,
isn't
that's my
you?
fault.
This isn't
No,
you?
no, this is me. It's not about me. The stream
Oh.
is supposed to be about everyone. So
The stream has always been about you, Vader.
It
That's
really
right.
has. You're the coolest person among
this is
us,
one of my
dude.
favorite, one of my more popular ones.
Nice.
Feels
Good old
You're our best
SpongeBob.
bet to actually have people like look at us. And...
My-
SpongeBob sponge cake.
My wife only listens to the podcast when you're on it, Vader.
Is that why I'm back on? I didn't seem to have an option this time. You just like, oh, Vader, you're on.
We're like, hey, Vader, you're doing it, man. Get in here. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. It's been great having you all here tonight. And this was good. We'll have to do this again. So that's it. That's all we got. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.